Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're having a great day so far. I know it's been a while. I've been working on the book that I'm going to be releasing here in the next day. So look forward to that. But we are currently looking at the charts right now, and I'm going to give you guys a little update on what's going on. All right, how are you guys doing today? See how you guys have been. You know, it's been a while. Missed you. Right now we are looking at, what type of trend lines we're making, what type of volume we're making. Let me throw up some BPVR. And as of right now, we're kind of showing that we could start a significant little downtrend. But in my opinion, I do think we might be a little bit bullish because we still haven't been able to drop out of this current zone. Let me take off indicators real quick. We haven't been able to drop out of this trend line right here. We did test the bottom. But I'm on the 5-minute. If we go to like the hour, it still looks pretty well for us on this trend line. And I think that they might send us up one more time, but we have to remember, okay, the downside of this move, if we do have some sort of downside, we are in a rising wedge. So this could always be the possibility we could come back down into this 37, 36 type of zone. And as of right now, we are testing the bottom. And I think that we might see some price action tonight. But as of right now, you need to understand that we are in this range. We've been in this range for a while. Which was around this 42K to around this 30K was the bottom, with around this 36K being the middle of this range. We are at the top of the range. Every time we've gotten to the top of the range, we haven't been able to break out. We aren't really receiving as much volume as I would currently like. Let me throw this up real quick and show you what I was looking at. I just had it up. Not sure where it went, but it's coming up. All right, here we go. So if we look at the 4-hour, we're kind of getting some bearish divergence on volume. And every time we've gotten some bearish divergence on volume with what we've seen, we've normally had some sort of push. Volume slowing down up here. It's not completely deadlock, but, it is having some bearish divergence. We need to see this pick up. Every time that we've had, this higher high with volume, and we've kind of started getting on this bearish divergence path, we haven't been able to break above it. So we need to keep the pump going if we do want to reach these higher levels, but we need to make sure, to get confirmation. I think that they might send us up to 42 to around 43, and then back down to the probably 36, 37 zone. And that's based off of the current order books right now. We'll have to see if we do stall out here. The thing is we need to make sure that, if we do want to see some sort of push to the upside, we need to be able to hold above this 41K zone. Because if we go back into the historical part of things, we do see, 41,300 to around 42,600 is, somewhat of the zone that we would need to break out of. And if we did break out of, these zones and we held them, I would be extremely, extremely bullish as of right now. But it's just we're decreasing in volume a little bit. And I do expect some sort of rise, but we need to see that push with volume happen, and we need to see things starting to heat up. A lot of shorts got liquidated over the past, few days. I'm sure you guys have seen that. What a pump that we have had. Okay, so here's the short liquidations. Let's go full screen on this. Yep. We had some, a decent amount of short liquidations. And normally what we'll have is, we have a spike in short liquidations. And then we have some of this bullish, or it's bearish divergence in short circulations, or liquidations, excuse me. We'll have this huge spike. We normally don't have 2 of these in a row. Don't worry about those years, okay? But we normally, we have that one bar that goes up to an extremely high level. And, we make our way up top, and then we have, the other short liquidation. And we need to make sure to understand that, at some point probably not going to be seeing, you know, the liquidations as high as, you know, that we've seen. Probably going to see that decrease throughout the next couple of days, which is, you know, what's happened in the past. As you guys can see here, every time that we've had, you know, that push upwards with the liquidations, we've always had some sort of correction back. If we could break the downtrend, we gotta, you know, we gotta liquidate the shorts yet again, one more time, and hold above those levels. So that's what we gotta look like. All right, so yeah, I'll go into Ethereum real quick. But yeah, long liquidations, they're kind of non-existent. We haven't had too many over the next, you know, over the last, I guess you could say the last couple of weeks. If we do go full screen though, something that's interesting with that is, let me go auto scale full screen. Where's it at? There we go, boom. If we go to long liquidations, we see that you know, the amount of long, the amount of long liquidations that we've had has been slightly decreasing. If I can get this chart to work. Here, let me just go back to here. Has been slightly decreasing. And I do think that, you know, the fact that we are extremely, extremely high on shorts, maybe a little bit of a correction after another pump. There really is a lot of liquidity if market makers sent it down, which they've kind of completed the 3-step cycle. If you guys are unfamiliar with the 3-step cycle, it is looking a little bit bearish right now. We've had 1, 2, 3 pushes up. Let me throw on the 3 levels. All right, so basically, okay, what happens is on the 1 hour, and let me get to the other 3 levels. I don't believe this is the one on TradingView. Okay. Whatever. I could make do with this. But essentially, what we have happen is this is the somewhat of the pivot points that I do enjoy trading off of. And on this push, we've had one. Here, I'll mark it off. Go to the brush. We'll have 1 push, recorrection, 1 push, recorrection, 1 push, correction, and then we'll form some sort of double top or an extended double top or a shorter double top, and then we'll make our descent down. We normally go in waves of 3, and we've seen, you know, 3 of these waves happen so far, and it's gone up 1, 2, 3 boxes, and then now we're at the point where we're losing momentum up here, but I do think we might see an extension of, you know, liquidating some of these shorts and then really getting these longs bullish around this 43K area, and then they bring it down. And I do think that's a possibility. And if we do break out of this 3K area, I'm going to be really happy because, you know, we have a lot of room to grow on this left side here. Let me take this squiggle, all these lines off my screen. But yeah, like I said, we normally have, you know, 3 moves, then we have a little retracement after that, and we form some sort of double top or, you know, the first leg's shorter, second leg's longer. But yeah, I am thinking that, you know, it's kind of dependent on volume right now. We have to be watching, you know, we have to be watching exactly to see what sort of things we're going to be experiencing with volume. If we do start to build up some more momentum and we hold this rising wedge, I do think that we'll be able to see some sort of upside momentum if we can break out of it. But at the same time, it is a bearish pattern. And I think that we might be able to, you know, hold this till around 43, 42,500, and then probably break down from there. Because a lot of people are going to get bullish when we're up here. You know, there's going to be a lot of liquidity thrown in. We might have a spike to 44. Who knows? But we'll have to see. Or we could just break down through it now. So. All right, so what else? Yeah, not too much going on my ends right now. I have been currently looking at Ethereum fairly closely, more than Bitcoin, as what Ethereum is showing is a lot more promising percent-wise currently than what Bitcoin is showing, as Ethereum had a massive move to the upside. I'm sure you guys know. Compared with Bitcoin. And I'm also looking at AXS, which is also extremely high right now. It's kind of on its third move, as you guys can see, as well. We have 1, 2, 3, and then we could have that dip back down. But we do have, a lot of supports for AXS that we need to see broken in order for this to drop. And there's a lot of liquidations on this. I've kind of gotten screwed over a few times on AXS. A lot of orders, a lot of large orders that, they could send up some fairly large wicks. All right, let's throw up, whoops. There we go. Let's throw up Bookmap and go through exactly where the orders are at right now, as is kind of what I've been looking at over the past couple hours. Sorry for the low energy. We'll get going here in the next few weeks. Going to have a lot more time to do YouTube now that I finished this book. Wanted to get a book done for you guys, so you would have the ability to really learn. We'll do some videos on that as well. We're gonna be doing videos and streams, I would say around every other day in the Discord. If you guys were wondering about that, we did one the other night, which went very well. Yeah, but the thing that kind of makes me a little bit bullish as of right now to at least, the 41, 42K area is we did have a significant amount of buying pressure that, came along this bottom region as of tonight. And I think possibly, we saw a depletion of the selling pressure. So we'll have to see how this goes out tomorrow. We'll probably see some movement tonight. But as of right now, we're at the top of the range. We need to get that volume, that push up. But, be prepared for each way, the important levels that we have to focus on with Bitcoin is we really need to focus on holding this wedge, right? Which is, let's go draw this real quick. Whoops. Draw that. Or I'll do it without wicks, so it's more accurate. I'll go in the 1 hour. Oops. Even draw it from here a little bit. No, not yet. But yeah, we need to make sure to hold at least above, I would say, this 38,580 zone. Let me throw my indicator on. I haven't been using too much of TradingView, guys. Just haven't been. I've been using TrendSpider instead. It's worked out a lot better for me. Yep, 38,500 area is a support. If we break through that, we still have this 36,500. On the upside, it's showing 46,444. And we do have a lot of resistance above there, the 41, the 42, the 43, which there are currently a lot of sell orders, but they did kind of go away. I'll show you guys that real quick. Show you how kind of get a little bit of an advantage, okay? If we go up top. All right, so all right, so you guys see how strong these sell orders are up here. They've kind of depleted a little bit. They took them away earlier, actually. They just put some more in as of right now, but I saw that they were depleting them a little bit. Normally what happens is you'll see these orders up here. They'll start to, they'll start to disappear, and they'll be able to make an easier move upwards as there's less liquidity for Bitcoin to absorb. But as of right now, they actually kind of put most of them back in, but we are moving back upwards. So we'll have to, keep an eye on that. Oh no, we'll still probably reach, some lower levels. We'll probably go towards, I would say, we still have the lower levels in touch. I'm not sure why everyone's extremely bullish long term. Well, yeah, everyone's bullish long term, but short term, we need to make sure to understand that we have still the ability to go down into the 20s region, into, break this lower sort of range that we're in. As you guys can see here, we're in the same range that we were back on the other side of this mountain, and we haven't broken through this range yet. Okay, we're at the top of a range. You can go from the top of the range to the bottom of the range, and not break out. Okay, and that happens, and you could break down to that range. 2-3 months from now, if we still don't see the amount of people coming into crypto increase like it is now, yeah, we're probably going to have a problem with that. It's bullish. We were bullish short term, midterm. We'll have to see. Long term, of course, we're bullish. As it's really just going to be as long as you're in crypto, that the long term potential is extremely high. Sorry, I'm pretty quiet right now, and I'm tired. Was up pretty late last night. All right, yeah, we'll go into Luna. Yeah, I'm exhausted. Just type that in the indicators. Had a long day, guys. All right, so Luna right now we're at this $11 $11 right here. Let's go on the daily. Let's go see what we have. All right, so we do have these candles right here. Let's go check. I mean, all these cryptos had a nice pump. Yeah, 36% for Luna. And we see that we have met this sort of zone right here where we do see some consolidation. But if we do break through the zone and, Luna's volume, as you guys can see, Luna's volume, we need to see this continue its bullish push to the upside. We need to see, at least this region broke. If we want to have, this red area recovered right here. I mean, that would be pretty nice to hit Luna at, $11 from all the way to 13. But at the same time, where it is right now compared to other cryptos, I guess it's probably a little bit overbought. But if it keeps the volume up, anything's possible. Look at AXS for example. Yeah, I'm completely neutral on the market. Like, you guys just have to have a plan for a bearish scenario or bullish scenario. And as of right now, I'm just I'm in the middle of a crossroad because we have a rising wedge, but we had orders that were gonna kind of move us upwards, and it looked like they were trying to do that. And I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's okay sometimes, guys, to not know where price is going and to be in a little bit of a crossroads and be completely neutral. I mean, it's something that, happens. I am, I'm not going to say I'm completely bearish, though, because I do think a fake out is completely possible, as we could get that higher extension of the leg before the turn downwards. But when we have these large pumps, it's never a fun time on the downside. Doesn't matter how high we go. We got to understand that it's got to retrace at some point. People think there's another factor besides price. If you guys are unaware, there's a factor when you're looking at an asset, and it's called time. And the amount of time that Bitcoin has had from its price is not too long. And it's just another way you could look at something besides price is no one takes into consideration time, which is kind of very important. It takes time to get liquidity. It takes time to speed up. And so let's go to let me go throw on daily pivots. I don't use guys. I haven't been using TradingView. Okay, I really haven't been using TradingView. I've been using TrendSpider. Automatically gives me alerts. It draws me. I can go on a heat map. I can go on patterns. I can know basically everything that I need to know. And yeah, I mean, depth. But yeah, I don't know. It's a paid for thing. I don't know if you guys want to use it. I would say it's pretty useful. But at the same time, you kind of have to, I mean, you have to pay for it. It's not that big of a deal. But at the same time, yeah, it draws automatic trend lines for you. It's pretty fucking awesome. And yeah, I just went on TradingView just for, I guess, the hell of it. And yeah, I'm back on here now because I didn't kind of forgot how to use TradingView for a second. Yeah, but you see how we had this trend line break right here with this bearish candle. You know, they brought price up after, and we do have a little bit of a bearish pattern going on right now. We don't break out. So, you see how many times that they've done this? They've closed price underneath this trend line. And you want to know why they do that? They do this to fake you out, to fake the people who are trading on the 15-minute out, because they'll just take your liquidity, they'll push it up, 1-2% to take your to hit your stop loss, get you out of the trade. But for the most part, extremely low volume up here. We need to see that pick up. So that's what heat map's showing for the most part, at least. We really, really, really low volume up here. I've been using Trend Spider for the past like 3-4 weeks. I haven't been using it religiously like I have the past week. But yeah, it's extremely useful, and you guys can get like a free trial with it, and then just keep on getting free trials if you really want to go down that degenerate route. I mean, it's a possibility. You guys keep doing that. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, it's a great program. It's a great program. You see how we've reached exactly right here. Let me show you guys the daily pivot range. I guess I can explain this a little bit better. So this yellow zone right here is the pivotal point, and what we see is price having large movements off of whatever pivotal points is for the day, and this is based off of the close of the previous day's candle. And what happens is if we close above the pivotal point, we normally have a bullish day the next day, and if we close below, we normally have a bearish day. Okay. And we did close above, and that doesn't, sway my factor of, yeah, you could still be bearish. I just think that we might have a little bit of a correction, come back up. I mean, that's probably it's probably still 50-50 with me. Like I said, it's some guys, it's okay to be 50-50. You don't need to be in the market on a trade at all times. The smartest people, they have cash waiting. You don't have to have trades in at all times in the market. I hope you don't, as it's a terrible idea to do that. Terrible idea to do that. I've been reading a lot about some of the best traders, some of the best investors as well. And the ability to know when to invest into the market and when to trade is more important than trading these big, huge, amazing trades, because you're able to avoid those losses. You guys have to be able to avoid losses by knowing, having some cash on the sidelines for an opportunity. If you're a little bit hesitant, if you're not confident, and you're in the middle of a range, or you're at the top of the range, and you don't have confirmation on the push downwards, then yeah, you should probably wait a little bit. I mean, I might probably go into some sort of position actually here in a second, but it's just the fact that we're still making higher lows. Okay, this is why I am not going into a position right now. Is because you see this higher low right here. We have a higher low right there, and we are in this wedge pattern, but still got the higher low, still not a confirmation yet. This is actually a bullish pattern now. Oops. Somewhat. Yeah, all right. We're just going sideways. But for the most part, you guys have to understand it's not, what you're waiting for to get into any sort of position is you're waiting for, an engulfing candle past a key, support level. Or you're looking to hit a key support level and see an engulfing candle to the upside, or see a hammer candle to the upside, or see volume go up and get confirmation. You just should not be over trading, and that's one of the biggest mistakes that I've made myself, was just over trading, and it's not a good thing. All right, let's go for some questions. Yeah, TrendSpider does look good. Yeah, guys, watch this. You ready? Boom. All right. You guys, it calculates out of thousands of lines, which one's the best, support and resistance. I was kind of working on an indicator to, to kind of calculate this out for around like 30 or 40 hours. But, it kind of does it for you, which is pretty nice. I wish I knew about this earlier. I use this Bookmap, and also let me pull up. It's in the Discord if you guys want to see it, but it calls breakouts on coins. What'll happen is I'll get a little alert. Let's pull up the Discord here real quick. Oh, don't switch. All right. So what happens is I go over here, pull up the Discord. Let me do this. All right. I'll show you guys how I've been doing a little bit of trading here. Monitor just turned off to the left of me. All right, but essentially, right, I'll get these breakout calls from this bot in the Discord, and it'll tell me the relative intraday volume. And when I do get an alert, okay, I haven't been doing this today. I did it earlier this morning, but not throughout the day. But we'll get some sort of alert that the intraday volume is high, the relative intraday volume is high. You don't want to be for sure doing this at the times where it hasn't reset, because volume goes off a 24-hour period, or at least this does. And, if the volume's 20x, 30x higher than it is, let's go for an example. Let's find one. So if we see volume, let's just find a good one right here. So fun, 0.016 resistance. Let's see if it had a nice pullback. Okay. We'll go to here. We'll go to fun. But essentially, right? Essentially, what you're looking for is it didn't do that. Right, where's it at? Here it is. Must have been trading the pair. I didn't see that. Oh, here we go. So this was the 27th. All right, let's go to the date. Let's just check. I'm showing you guys how to do it. All right. So this was today at 417. Hold it at 1.06. That was at 417. Right around here, 1.06, the crossback. Yeah, that's around 417 on my time on this red bullish candle, because it broke through this resistance right here. So it's calculating resistance, trends, and a lot of things for you. Just, pretty interesting. I would say so myself. I'd say that's pretty interesting. But yeah, it's running the Discord for free. I would just be careful with it. Don't ape into stuff, obviously. But it's just, I don't know, sharing something cool with you all, as I really do not know what to talk about right now, as I've just been doing quite a lot of work here the past couple days. I've been doing a lot of work, guys. I'm not sitting here doing nothing, okay? You mentioned it in the past, ETC. I kind of missed the hyper EC who would yell at us. Yeah, set your stop losses, okay? Set them. If you don't have your stop losses in, right, you better read the book. I'm gonna scream at you guys to read the book now. All right, so you see how we have this lighter liquidity here on the book map. We're gonna push up, okay? We're gonna push up here. This means that orders are being shoved up the door. We see this decreasing. We're gonna see price up here. All right, let's see. But yeah, I can just do a little tutorial on how to use Bookmap quickly. That was an absorption right there. As you guys can see, we absorbed off of this level right here, and we had a nice little rally up to the upside. When they remove these orders off of an absorption, and these bottom layers get thinner, normally it's a sign of bullishness. Because when they move these orders up, these are buy orders, okay? These are buy orders, if you want to think of them that way. Normally you see a push to the upside or to the opposite side of when we do have those things happen here. So we'll have to see, but I do think we'll probably just go up on, a couple $100. Currently not trading it though, but we still are in this downtrend as of right now. I'm not currently looking. This is on like the 5-minute time frame. but just understanding that this is just supply and demand. I know it looks fucking crazy, but these colors are just representing supply and demand's real-time data. And the great thing about Bookmap is literally no one else has that data to the T, and it's such an advantage. It's a complete advantage. If you guys don't think it's an advantage, you just don't understand it. And the thing is having real-time data of OTC orders as well. It's awesome, but it's a little bit ghetto, I would say. The programming on it is not good. I do not like how much memory I need. Like I'm running a lot of RAM, and it's their servers that are just not well put together. What do you think of the bull flag on Alice? Okay, when are NFTs going to we have a little bullish engulfing right there. You guys see that? Let's see if we can hold it on the 90 minute. That's weird. Oh, I'm 90 minute. All right. So, what did you say? Bear flag. We have some sort of here, let's see. All right, so that's what you said. Bear flag on Alice. This is actually well, what am I on? Go to the bull flag. No, it's not. But yeah, I do think that this, in the middle of the range for Alice, this is how you guys need to be looking at, we have these large pushes to the upside with anything, right? We have this large drawdown, okay? We're in this volatile, unknown range with Alice, but want to know what we know is when we come up really fast, what happens, okay? We go down really fast. That's kind of how crypto works when we're in a downtrend where we're volatile. So my guess is we're probably going to go down really fast and come to the bottom of this range, maybe break through to around this 15-cent range. But you could do, lots of TA. But I'm focusing on, just a few coins in general. I'm not focusing on Alice, which that's a good idea. All right, no, that's not Alice. Okay, this is Alice shit. Yeah, that's how much I'm not focusing on Alice right now. But yeah, whoa, that's crazy. They're at all-time highs right now. That's fucking nuts. Did not even know that. Where are they up? What do they do? NFT something? Yeah, NFTs are popping off right now. Shows you how much I've been looking at the news. Need to start doing that more, as I've been missing out on a few things. Missing out on Alice. What type of NFTs do they provide? I'll have to look at that here later. Yeah, we'll see. That's the 50 range. But how I would trade this, okay, so we're in consolidation mode. This is a pretty tight range, but what happens is when you're above this 50 line, right? You see how this is the resistance. When you're above the 50 line, you're technically, okay? Technically, you should be bullish, okay? We have a little bit of bullish divergence in volume. But when you're above this 50 line, when you're in this range, okay, when you're ranging out and you're above this middle line right here, for those of you that do not know how to trade consolidation or in a range, when we're above it, we're technically bullish. And, if we see volume sort of dying off once we're, up here, we see these candles, kind of presenting some selling pressure, some reversal hammers. We really want to take into consideration, that downside probably going to happen, even if Bitcoin's looking bearish too. But at the same time, we've just been consolidating here. So the fact that Bitcoin, has been a little bit sideways and this hasn't ran off today, it's not, the best sign for Alice. Probably showing, some bearishness, as if it cannot, sustain this volume, right? As you guys can see here, if it cannot sustain this volume, which it actually did today, we had a nice, let's go to like the hourly. Oh no, it's not looking the best for volume, but we do have that little bearish engulfing, probably liquidating a bunch of people. Let's see. Yeah, that's a nice candle for currently what's happening. We'll go back into Bitcoin real quick. Yeah, Bitcoin's not doing anything, just liquidating some people, most likely. Jesus Christ, man. This is why you guys don't trade shit coins, okay? This is what happens to you when you short shit coins. Yeah, watch George, guys. Seriously, watch George. I'm not the news guy. I can't be the news guy because I like from the bottom of my heart, I do not enjoy like reading off news. I'm gonna start watching George on the daily though. He's a great guy. Robinhood IPO. Oh, geez, that's gonna be interesting. All right, because I think you know, I think it's the Coinbase IPO. Geez. All right, so Bitcoin traders need to know this is a very very bullish thing. Okay, now that we have bullish articles, remember we had all these bearish articles. You know that now that we have bullish articles, what do you guys think is going to happen? Okay, you know how they do this to us. Okay, you know how they do this to us. And that's what I'm saying. Like you guys gotta think outside the box a little bit if you want to be good at investing. You have to have a little bit of a different mindset. You have to be scheduled. You have to be oriented around, you know, successful habits. And a lot of successful habits revolve around being able to think outside the box, you know, not being arrogant, you know, having a little bit of a growth mindset, and being able to focus. And, you know, when we're looking at stuff, you know, over trends and over time where we see, you know, when people get extremely bullish, when people get extremely bearish, we normally have a reversal because that means, you know, why are people bullish, guys? Why are people bullish? I'll tell you why. Because they have money invested, right? Who wouldn't, like, you're bullish, guys. You're bullish if you're like, I was talking to someone about this actually today. He was telling me about how bullish he was. And I could tell right away that he was in a long. You know, it's like, of course you're bullish because you're in a long and you're letting your emotions get to you. You know, of course you're bullish because you're holding, you know, this amount of coins. But if you really think about it, Jesus Christ, guys, look at this. Nice. But yeah, if you really think about it, okay, when we have these large movements up, we normally have a nice push down. Like what was different about this time? Amazon, yes, I do agree. Amazon was different, but let's not get our emotions in check, okay? I think what we had happen here, you know, a lot of whales wanted to liquidate. Okay, a lot of whales liquidated. We know that is a fact. But we also know, you know, that we have this resistance up here, and we got to see if we can push through it. But at the same time, you know, we've had these run-ups just like we had right now back here in the past. You know, back here we've had these run-ups in the past, but it's all about, you know, I'm not bullish until we can break out of these levels and hold them. To be completely honest, and I'm not even going to be bullish. I'm going to be neutral as any successful investor doesn't let their emotions get in the way, or else, you know, you guys will end up taking large losses because you'll keep on putting orders in to buy at the wrong level. That's it for trading. If you guys are holding long term, you guys could buy one. You guys should probably wait for lower levels though, as you know, for volume to get sustained. Like I said, the variable of time. With Bitcoin, let's go on the daily, okay, for some suggestion here. All right, so we're on the daily for Bitcoin. Let's go on the weekly here. Oh, this does look bullish, but yes, this is a little bit of when we do have volume that comes down, right? When we do have bearish volume, we do see this increase. By the way, so that's why we see the some of the increasing volume. When that does happen, brings it down fairly quickly. So the fact that we're this high, though, is looking good. But as you guys can see here, okay, let's draw a little bit of a line here. I mean, like, yeah, we could probably go up a little bit. But let's draw a line here. This is volume. Volume's price. Price is volume. But so we draw our line there. We haven't broken out of this area right here, okay? We have never, ever, ever broken out of this area right here. So technically, okay, if we do, you know, if we have a little push to the downside, we're at this high volume right here. Okay, we're at this high bullish volume right here, extremely high bullish volume. And, you know, every time we kind of have a dip, it's pretty bad. And we're at lower prices. Actually, yeah, this is bearish. We're at lower prices and we're seeing higher highs with volume. If you guys don't know, that's divergence. We'll have to see as we didn't see that, you know, when we went into a bull run, right? You don't see this into a bull run. You see higher highs with volume or with price than volume. So we'll need to make sure to, you know, see that change and to comment on that. But it's just the long term. You guys could look at a lot of things. Okay, you guys could look at a lot of things, but there's a book that I read, actually, another book that I read that it's about a study. Okay, this study is basically talking about how for people that don't know, volume is just taking price over a period of time, and you can get, you know, the most valuable information from that. But essentially, what he said was, you know, Mark Fisher, if you guys don't know, he was one of the best investors, one of the best traders over the past like 30, 40 years. And he was talking about how volume does not lie. Okay. He would say that he would not use, he'd have 60, 70 indicators all line up at the same thing. But if volume does not line up, you know, it's not worth it, because that's how important it is. You know, it's important than those, you know, 60, 70 indicators that people show, whatever it might be. But yeah, that'll be in the book, guys. That'll be in the book. I know I stressed the fact that volume's important. Elon balls. The fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna get my mojo back again. I promise, guys. I've been also going through some emotional times via personal life. But yeah, besides that, you know, little sad things have been going on. But I know I'm gonna bounce back. You know, it's in my nature. Just needed some time to you know, to rethink. Had a little bit of a, you know, quarter life crisis. Spent some money. But yeah, no, quarter life crisis, guys. It happens, right? All right. So what else? What else? He bought dip. All right. So yeah. What else? What's bullish? Okay. What's bullish? Be strong. Money isn't everything. It's not about money, man. It's not about money. Elon balls. Oh my fucking god, man. Yeah, let's see if this is on here. All right, let's I'm sorry, guys. It's just yeah, no, it's not on TradingView. But yeah, if you guys want to use TrendSpider, you guys can go sign up for a 7-day thing. And yeah, Bookmap is, by the way, you guys need like, I would say at least 16 to 8 gigabytes of RAM to run it smoothly. As I have a lot of RAM, and it's still let's be I'm loading. I could load you know, a decent amount of data, but you're just going to be loading real time if you leave it running. We're going to post in the Discord how to actually set up the settings for Bookmap. But like I said, no other site has heat map data. No other site allows you to see orders real time, which is extremely significant. I'm telling you guys that right now. It's extremely, extremely, extremely significant for people that are going to be taking advantage of trading. As it's absolutely unbelievable because, you know, if you guys think about it statistically, right? How much percent of people have access to this, or they even know about it? I would say less than 0.0001 of traders. And if you guys don't know, 1% of traders actually succeed because you know, the ape mentality. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a doji candle right here as we're kind of running out of volume at the pivotal point. We need to see this pick up. Looking pretty bearish right here. Looks like we're going to continue this downtrend if we do not go forth upwards. Did my power just go out? I think. Nope. Look at those indicators. Sheesh. Okay, what this is, it's a pivotal point. All right. Let's go through the pivotal point. My I think my internet's down. We're good. All right. So what happens is all right. So what happens is, so this day, okay, you guys see how we closed above this yellow line right here? This is the pivotal point. I'm going to take off these goddamn trend lines. Okay. All right, so you guys see how we close above this pivotal point. Look at, we close above it this day, right? It shows you the trend. Okay, we close above it this day, close above it this day. This means that we're bullish. We close above it this day, we're bullish. Like, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll look at it, and I'll be like, okay, we're bullish today. You know, and if we break out of this, you know, like, I'm a little bit bullish too, but I'm not shorting based off of this. I'm waiting for price action to confirm, right? Bearish, right? Closed below, let's see. Yeah, we did. Bearish. You know, it's Mark Fisher, guys. That's the guy I was talking about with volume. I'm pretty sure he knows a lot more than you volume deniers. And a lot of volume deniers, guys. I know a lot of volume deniers. And I just want to let you know that volume is literally what every single hedge fund trades with, as its volume and order books. I mean, order books are volume. But I mean, you guys got to think about how powerful order books are. For the past, you know, 20 years, 30 years, like, retailers really didn't have access to shit for order books. And the fact that they are allowed and we can get them as retailers, it's you know, it gives us a lot of big advantage, more than you know, people really know about. All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it. All right. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna come back with the great content. We'll do some educational things, so you guys will get a lot of knowledge from that. I'll be streaming probably some of the Discord lessons that we'll do. I'll just go through the book, but I'm really working hard on the book. I did. I guess we can. No, I'll save it. I'll save it for tomorrow. So be hyped about that. But it got a lot of pictures in it, don't worry, but it's like 600 pages. But it's basically like a crash course for dummies. But you're really going to be learning a lot of information that's, you know, it's that long because it's filled with a bunch of stuff. I actually really enjoyed doing it, by the way. It was actually quite enjoyable, just going through, reminiscing a little bit on that type of ordeal. Because, you know, I've been trading lot like every day for a while, and you know, it's just cool to, you know, look back, but at the same time, right, it's gonna help you guys out. It'll really be a great thing for you know, everyone to use, as I'm sure that even if you're the most experienced trader, this book will definitely give you a lot of insight. And I'm gonna make a second one. It's gonna be a lot more advanced than this one. Even though there's a pretty advanced topics in the second book, or in the first book, but it's not, you know, if you guys go page by page, you'll be able to figure it out if you just take your time. And then I'll have visual videos for it as well. Yeah, but yeah, look forward to that. As you guys see, look at this trend line, boom, right, from all the way up here. Click off this. Yeah, we got a trend line from there. If you guys want to use TrendSpider, it's free. Just go look it up. It'll improve your TA. You guys could sign up for like the max account, cancel it in like 3 days. But yeah, no, it's fine. You guys could pay for it too. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Here's you know, here's the charts. We have the ability to break down if we continue this downtrends. But what's been happening, right, is make this higher low right here, and so we made higher highs. So we are in this upwards sort of channel right here. So this is bearish. It's upwards wedge, and we need to make sure, you know, to not trade at these times of uncertainty. You guys can if you want. I would just recommend not to, because I know a lot of you guys are not familiar with how to trade the lower time frames with success, and neither is, you know, most, like, it's a pretty complex project. But if you have Bookmap and you have order book live data, and you kind of understand how the market fluctuates, it gets a little bit easier. But yeah, there was that little push that we had, and we kind of had a little bit of a correction back down. Now let's go see what the charts are up to right now. All right, before we go, let's go look at this. All right, so it looks like they might be trying to move us. They might be trying to move us a little bit down, as they've brought in this little wall out here. But they did add this. So yeah, we're just in the middle of the range right now. I would say even more on the bullish side if this wall stays, because this is going to be able to cancel out some of this. But we got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll have to see. As of right now. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Yeah, guys, by the way, guess what this is from? You guys remember when Binance liquidated my fucking trades because they sent the price up to 48K? Oh no, I don't remember it because they deleted the data. Look at, they deleted the data from Bookmap. They deleted their API data when they sent it to 48K. I think everyone just forget about it, right? Yeah, Binance can just do that shit, right? All the time. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video on that. Fucking crypto's a scam, man. The fucking Binance, bro. Man. Pissed off about that. But yeah, no, it's all right. It's all good. Just Binance is, sending the price up to 48K for no reason. It's just normal. It's normal things in the office. But yeah, have a great day, everyone. Jesus Christ.